Sorry. I got it. Is that good? Oh, it's outside? Shit, my bad, bro. If you want to help me out, you could. Sorry. Thanks.
Good to see you.
Sure.
It's Hadi, correct?
Yes.
You're for me. Just for the record, if I could have your first and last name, and if you could spell that.
Sure, I'll give my first name. I'll give out my last name recently.
Okay.
So Hadi, it's H-A-D-I.
Okay, and that's how you just want to be identified as Hadi?
Yeah, as Hadi.
And you're a student here?
Yes, I am a student, a third-year student.
Third-year student, okay. Just PSC recently, I guess as of last night, was suspended on an interim basis by the university. What do you think about that and the timing, obviously, after everything that's happened this week?
Yeah, as a student body, I think we're disappointed but not surprised by the administration. I think it's unacceptable that they've suspended PSC because truly they've done nothing but help the community on campus, and by allowing students to organize and to let their voices be heard, which is the goal of the protests that have happened for the last 3 days. Even the very first one, obviously, I'm sure you guys know what happened. PSC and their board members and their steering were collaborating with the police officers, really trying to disperse the crowd when they asked us to. I mean, I'm telling you, I was there the entire time. From the beginning, the police officers would tell us, move to this location, get off of Speedway. Okay, no problem. We're going to move to this location and get off Speedway. Okay, now go here. They were running us around like cattle, man. At any place they wanted us to go, we were following. And then the last thing they told us is, okay, you actually can't go to any location. You just have to disperse and end the protest. Which in essence is wrong. It's incorrect. It's an infringement of a right. We have a right to protest on campus. We're students here. If we want to have our voices be heard and we're not blocking any roads, then we have the right to do so. But still, even under this unfair request by the oppressive police force that were telling us we have to break up our protest, we were still complying and said, okay, we're going to disperse. And it's on video. And if you haven't seen this video of Amr Kaddoumi being arrested and the moments leading up to it, I urge you all to do so. It's on video. He's telling them, please, disperse, guys. We're going to come back later. Keep the protests in your hearts. Keep the movement in your hearts. But today, it's not the time. And then they arrested and they escalated and put a terrible reputation for the university, endangered students. At the end of the day, we are students with families, and people were arrested and they were brutalized, people were hurt. So to suspend PSC in a moment like this, after all they've done is tried to protect the community, they've given us our voices, allowed us to be heard. Faculty, staff, students, all of us together have been working through PSC to try to let our voices be heard. To have them suspended in a moment like this is unacceptable, and it's very disturbing.
As a member of the student body, how have the last couple of days been, especially when we've had, I understand there's been announcements sent out by President Hartzell on his behalf. What has been your take on that, the student body's take on that?
We feel abandoned by the university in which we once felt a part of. We feel that this is our community, but we feel abandoned by the university because instead of taking accountability for what happened, instead of acknowledging the brutality which is brought down upon us for trying to exercise our right to protest, they've only made excuses and also have tried to switch the narrative of what the protest and its nature was. They tried to call it a riot, that we were inciting violence, when in reality none of that was occurring. It was a completely peaceful protest, and the plan, again, was to come sit on this lawn and have teach-ins, just like you see today behind me. This is exactly what the plan was for the day that the police came and all of the things went down. This was exactly the plan. Music, food, teach-ins, educational stuff. And then they brought riot police and brought mace and brought cavalry to suppress us and to suppress our voices. So, I think as a student, we feel abandoned by the administration. We feel that we're trying to be censored and be silenced and that nobody wants to hear our voice. And of course we're tired, but also we've never felt stronger, truly. We feel strength in community. We feel that we can protect ourselves and protect each other. And we will continue, no matter what, to make our voices be heard. This is essential because this is a duty for us. We know the suffering of the people of Palestine, and for us, their suffering and their sacrifice gives us strength to continue to speak out for what we believe in, which is what oppressed people have done many years before us. We are not unique, we are not special, and this is not a blueprint. This is not a new blueprint. This is a thing that's been going on for a long time. Always subjugated and oppressed peoples speak out against their oppressors. So we hope to follow in the same template and continue to do the same.
And then lastly, your thoughts about, some comments have been made from some government officials. Students should be expelled or thrown in jail for basically, like you said before, just kind of you're expressing your thoughts and your opinions from your free speech.
Yeah, it's unacceptable, but again, it's not surprising. This kind of authoritative, neo-fascist type politics that these politicians bring, especially in Texas and all across the U.S. Let's not pretend like only, the conservative states are the ones doing this. Also, even the neoliberal states and the states that claim to be with movements, they do the same kind of suppression. So it's unacceptable, it's disgusting, I'm disgusted, the students are disgusted, but we do not fear their calls for expulsion because you can't do that. This is not, that we have done nothing wrong. We have done nothing wrong but tried to have our voices be heard. So yeah, it's unacceptable, but I don't think the community will tolerate it. I don't think the general public will tolerate it because everybody knows it doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. That's all.
Thanks, guys, so much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. Can I get the mic?
Yeah, absolutely.